Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kwadash, the bornest of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Real quick video. It's going to be a real quick video. This is a post. I actually took a screenshot of this yesterday because you see it said it expired in 20 hours, so I'm sure it ain't up no more. But this is a post put up by the elder YAHAWAH in Dallas. All right. Man coughs up 6-inch blood clot, all right, in the shape of pretty much of a tree, you know, and then dies. So, well, as far as the guy that died. So, you know, as you can tell by the title, man, apparently we're in a new covenant, as people seem to think. You know, you got this, you know, going on. You know, apparently we're in a new covenant. Here we are, you know, eating messed up, living messed up, you know, breathing in pretty much breathing in chemicals. You know, the animals are suffering. Everything and everybody, every plant on this earth is suffering. But somehow we're in a new covenant, man. We are under the captivity of our enemies, but somehow we're in a new covenant. You know, when Yahawashi died, that activated a new covenant. So he died for us to be living in this shit. Are you telling me that? I'm talking about for eternity. He died for us to be living in this for eternity. Or did he die for a greater purpose? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. When you got stuff like this going on, you know, people coughing up 6-inch blood clots, that's a big one too, man. Right? And you telling me we're in a new covenant? Let me get a scripture, man. I'm gonna show you a couple examples of the new covenant. You know, I don't want to keep going into this all the time, man. But you know, it's obviously just for reminders for people out there that clearly we're not in a new covenant. Okay, so this is Isaiah chapter 60, all right, verse 1, and this is going to be the main where I'm going to be mainly at in this video. Okay. Isaiah chapter 68, I mean, it's like Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. Verse 1. It says, arise, shine. All right. And you see here, it says, a glorified Zion. Okay. Israelites. All right. So called Black, Latino, Native American people, right? Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and in gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen, all right, shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles, here we go, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Now, this Gentile word, again, man, I don't really go into it like that, right? And especially with this video, I'm not really gonna go into it like that because that's not really my main point of this video. But since it's there, I'm going to mention it. Now, how you know, one of the ways, and I was just kind of thinking as I read it, as I was reading it, one of the ways you could tell that this Gentile here is talking about Israelites is this right here, the topic. Oops, yeah, the topic, right? A glorified Zion. Obviously, this is talking about Israelites. The Gentiles are pretty much unbelieving Israelites, and part of the new covenant is those Gentiles. There are going to be no more Gentiles. Okay, that's pretty much one of the main points of the new covenant is the Gentiles no longer. There is going to be no such thing as a goddamn Gentile anymore, man. As far as amongst Israelites, because you have Gentiles as heathen, and you got Gentile as pretty much heathenistic Israelites. What I mean by heathenistic Israelites, you probably already know what I mean by that. Just Israelites acting as heathens, like as 2/3 are today, right? They follow a heathen customs and stuff like that, right? But it said what? The Gentiles are going to come to the light, and the kings of the brightness. I mean, kings to the brightness of thy horizon. Okay, has that happened yet? Absolutely not, man, because you still have Israelites going off like y'all, telling us that we're in a new covenant. You know, yeah, that's a prime example of Israelites going off. You, right? Verse 4, it says, Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. Has that happened yet? Is that happening today? No, it's obviously not. Our men out of control. Our women definitely out of control. Right? Everybody's out of order. Everybody's out of control. Hell, the animals don't even know their natural instinct, man. Right? The animals and the insects are way out of control, man, because they're everybody mourning. Right? Again, man, you gotta look up at the sky and see dust every damn day, man. And you telling me we are in a new covenant? Why are you going out there with garments on? Because it's mainly y'all, man. You know, you got groups out here, bug outs, going out here with garments on, saying that we're in a new covenant. And for all you other people out there, like some of you Christians believe in that too, right? For all you people out there that believe in a new covenant, why is that even a debate? You know what I'm saying? Why is that even a debate? Whether we're in a new covenant or not? Why? I'll get to it in a minute. Let's go to verse 20. Okay. It says, Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. Okay, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're going to have it all, man. Right? We're not going to be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay? We're not going to be sod as children. We're not going to be leaning towards our own understanding. But we are going to be leaning towards the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Okay? It says, For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Has that happened yet? Okay, it says, Thy people also shall be righteous. Okay. Hold on. It says, Thy people also shall be all righteous. Now, me sitting here doing this lesson, me sitting here doing this video, right? It said we're going to be all righteous. That's all people and all righteous. Not one of us on this earth right now is all righteous. Not one of us. Right? Because we still, to this day, still do some bullshit, man. Each and every last one of us. I don't give a goddamn who you are. Why? Because the Lord YAHAWASHI didn't come back, man. Lord YAHAWASHI didn't come back. Lord YAHAWASHI is coming with healing in his wings. Has it happened yet? No, we're not healed. We still got ailments. We still do bullshit. We still do all crazy stuff, man. While we don't willfully do it, we just do it. Because we can't help it. That's the hell that the Lord put us in. Right? So it said, my people, what did it just say? It said, thy people also shall be all righteous. Oh man, see that cuts that new covenant bullshit too, man. All right. It says, they shall inherit the land forever. Come on, man. I ain't even gonna go into that, man, because I was getting video flagged telling you who the hell is over there, man. Okay, it says the branch of my planting, all right, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, will hasten it in his time. It said will. Meaning what? It didn't happen yet. Second of all, now, here goes. Now, did you see this? Read all three of these, right? Even up there on the top. If this is the new covenant, pretty much. This is a prime example of the new covenant. Prime example. Now, going back up here, okay, now I said we shall be all righteous. Now, I know I touched on that just a few minutes ago, but I'm going to touch on it again because here goes my question that I always ask. If we are in the new covenant and we are all righteous, okay, why in the world are you telling me we're in the new covenant? Because if we're all righteous, we would all know that. How do we know we would know that? Well, I mean, this is proof that we would know that, but let's get further proof. What I'm going to get ready to read is you can Hebrews 8. Okay. Everybody gets this when they cut that shit. Okay. This is Hebrews 8 and 8. You can also read this and I'll show you real quick. Okay. Everybody knows what Hebrews 8 and 8 talks about. Now, here, this is another example. Israel's mourning turned to joy. That's another example right there in Jeremiah the 31st chapter. It says a new covenant right here. Okay, and it's starting in the 27th verse. It says a new covenant. Okay, in Jeremiah 31 and 31, and 31 and 27, starting there. Okay, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man, and with the seed of beasts. And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. But every one shall die for his own iniquity, every man that eateth the sour grape. His teeth shall be set on edge. Right? It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant, all right, with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Okay. Also, I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. Now this is the last covenant that we broke. This is why we're going through what we're going through right now. Obviously, this is not that proves right there that this is not the new covenant, because we didn't already broke the last covenant, right? That's why the Lord is punishing us. So if we're in a new covenant, what the hell does the Lord have to come back for? What the hell is the second coming about? The second coming really don't exist then, right? If we're in a new covenant, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, Yahawashi died for what? For our sins, not to activate the new covenant, right? Our sins for what? For breaking the last one. That did not activate the new covenant. That has nothing to do with the new covenant. Okay? It says, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts. Okay, and write, meaning in our minds. Okay, and write it in their hearts. All right, it will be their God, and they shall be to me. All right, so like, and they shall be my people, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. All right, because why? It says, for they shall all, oh, wait a minute, they shall all know me. Right? They shall all know me. Come on, man. That's all of us. That sounds a lot like what I read in Isaiah the 60th chapter. Right? That's everybody. That's all. Come on, man. You can't get over this, man. Okay. It says, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. So again, if that is the case, then there's no such thing as a 2/3. You know what I'm saying? There will be no such thing as a wicked Israelite. But apparently, you people out there, especially you bug out Israelite camps, all right? Well, certain camps that say that we're in a new covenant, right? You sit up there and say that the apostles is wicked. Well, if we're in a new covenant, then that doesn't make that means they're not wicked. So what you arguing about? Right? We're in a new covenant, but yet we're wicked. How the hell is that? There will be no such thing as a wicked ass Israelite. Which means we're not wicked. We should be your brothers, right? And that would mean you're not wicked. We wouldn't be calling each other wicked. We wouldn't be calling each other evil. Right? We wouldn't be calling each other evil. But here we are going back and forth about whether we're in a new covenant or not. This right here proves it said, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, saying, know the Lord. So here we are going back and forth whether we're in the new covenant or not. And this is really a stupid ass argument, because it's just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If that is the case, again, Why are you telling me we're in the new covenant if we are in the new covenant? I should know that. I should already know that. But I don't believe we're in the new covenant. Do you think in the new covenant we're going to be saying we don't believe we're in the new covenant? Nobody's going to be saying that if we're in the new covenant. So in the new covenant, I'm going to be walking down the street saying, "Hey, I don't believe we're in the new covenant." Is that what you're telling me? I'm going to keep that. I'm going to have that same mindset. Absolutely not. Why? Because that proves that this is not the new covenant. Let's get Hebrews 8:8. All right, because it's going to say the same exact thing of what I just now read. So you have Isaiah 60 that pretty much breaks it down. You have this one, Hebrews 8 verse chapter 8 verse 8, which breaks it down. And you have Jeremiah 31 to 31, starting at 27, that breaks it all down. And the whole Bible breaks it all down. I mean, come on, man. Right? Why am I doing it? Why am I doing this lesson if we are in the new covenant, man? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Okay, Hebrews 8. All right, Hebrews chapter 8 verse 7. It says let's start at verse 8. It says, "For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." All right, it says, "Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not my covenant." Again, there it goes again. We broke that covenant. Okay. It says, continuing on, it says, "And I regarded them not, saith the Lord." Okay, it says, "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind," or to their mind, it says, "and write them in their hearts." Okay, it says, "And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord," right? "Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness," okay, "and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more." Again, here we are going back and forth calling each other wicked. How the hell are we in a new covenant if we doing that, man? Right? Somebody's got to be sinning. Right? Somebody's got to be sinning. People that say we're in the new covenant agree that we sin every single day. So if we do that, if we do sin every day, how the hell are we in a new covenant, you dumbass? Okay? Verse 13, it says, "In that he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away." So, new covenant isn't here because we're still in punishment. This right here hasn't vanished away yet. When the new covenant is implemented, then it will vanish away. Okay? Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.